Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TGN, and we are back for another DCUO video, and as promised, we are bringing you a fire DPS loadout today. Um, Decided to go back to fire because I had enough loyalty points and kind of wanted to switch it up. Kind of wanted to add some new loadout videos. I did add the new Earth Might DPS loadout onto the channel recently and the Precision loadout video. So this is what I'm playing with. So try it out for yourself. This is by no means me saying that this is like the be-all, end-all, best fire DPS loadout that you can use. This is just something that I feel like is fun for me, works well for me, so try it out for yourself. And if you like it, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. Because I know there's going to be people out there, there's going to be all the Beckies out there that say, oh my god, your loadout sucks, you don't have this much, you're only 292 combat rating, and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, now, let's get going. So what you want to do is, because this is a totally might superpower based loadout, you want to spec everything might, whether we're talking about your artifacts, your augments, your gear mods, your generator mods. Everything should be relating to might and power and health, and I will even show you. Here we go. So I don't want to show that. So what I have as far as my skill points are concerned is, yes, I only also have 190 skill points. I realized that as well. I only have one here in the skimming tree, which is my super speed movement. As far as the iconic powers, I only have one here in Neo Venom boost, which I use as my supercharge, because I found that like no matter what power you are playing with, Neo Venom charge is a great all-around general boost to damage no matter what power you are playing. So it is very versatile. I didn't see the benefit of it at first, but now it's awesome, and I will probably use it with everything if I can. So as far as the actual loadout is concerned, from left to right, so I have Inferno, Detonate, Spontaneous Combustion, Neo Venom Boost, Overheat, and Flame Cascade. I apologize also if you can hear my little boy in the background. He's playing in the living room and going a little crazy, so I apologize for that as well. So you will notice also that all of these powers too have power interactions, but if you look down here, as far as 95% of the powers for fire are that. They all have some kind of power interaction, so don't let that deter you from trying out new things and trying this particular loadout. Like I said, as you can see, most of them have some sort of power interaction built into it. So, you know, they're going to light enemies on fire. They're going to, you know, do whatever. So just keep that in mind. So Inferno is your AoE damage over time. Then you have Detonate, which is going to see, as you see there, scorch your enemies with a burst of flames, burst damage, causing damage in an area around your target. Spontaneous Combustion, blast your target and nearby enemies. Additional attacks against your target may cause it to explode, damaging nearby enemies. So kind of another AoE attack there. We have Neo Venom Boost, which is your supercharge, temporarily increase your strength, defenses, and damage output from an experimental derivative of Venom. We have Overheat, ignite Infernal Aura on your target, dealing damage over time, another DOT. I love damage over times. I love seeing all those ticks going once you can get the full loadout going. I think that's really cool to see. It's really fun for me. And then Flame Cascade we're pretty much going to be using as our finisher here, where you will be able to see, as you see there, launch a barrage of flaming balls at your enemies, damaging your targets over time. Now, in the past, I have used Absorb Heat as it, but both of these powers are available to interrupt. So really, it's kind of, or I should say, they're vulnerable to interrupt. So they can be interrupted. No shit. But I guess basically what I'm saying here is just kind of use whichever you want to, you know, at your discretion. I mean, honestly, you could even throw Meteor Strike in there as a supercharge generator for Neo Venom Boost. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I personally like that, having that like little finisher in this loadout. So like I said, you can kind of play back and forth with you know, using whichever. You can also use Mass Detonation, but that's also vulnerable to interrupt, so just keep that in mind. A lot of these powers are in fact vulnerable to interrupt too, but like I said, mix and match, see what works best for you. You know, whatever, it is what it is. So so we're just going to go basically from left to right here. We're going to do everything Just straight through, no what am I saying? Trinket. That's the word I'm looking for. No trinkets, no supercharge yet. So basically, we're just going to go left to right, and you are going to see how we do it. Also, I have noticed from switching from earth to fire in this particular moment is that this is not nearly as power hungry either, which is really freaking nice too. So especially in like solo and duo content, that might actually come in handy because it is not nearly as power hungry here. But you're seeing here, I'm hitting for like a 16 grand there. We're hitting for, and literally you're just going like an 18 grand there. So, I mean, and I just love seeing those numbers pop off. So, I mean, you can actually get a pretty decent amount of damage here. Granted, like I said, I'm only 292 combat rating and 190 skill points. So, I mean, if you're, closer to, let's say 310 combat rating and you got 300 skill points, obviously those numbers are going to be much higher. So keep that in mind as well. So now what we'll do is we'll pop the trinket and we'll go through again. And as you can see there was a, oops, I hit the wrong button there, but I believe there was a 22,000 one in there. Yep, there we go. So I mean, this actually hits pretty damn hard. I mean, compared to what I'm used to with like playing with Earth, and I'm pretty biased as far as Earth, especially if you guys have watched my channel for any extensive period of time. You know that I love my Earth and I love my sorcery. But so there we go. So as you can see, definitely an increase there with the trinket. So now let's hit the Neo Venom boost, and we have the trinket still going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Neo Venom boost, and we're going to rock and roll and see. Just kind of go through here. Oh. I love fire. Is such an old school power because I mean it's been around since the beginning of the game, but it's so much fun. Actually, I think fire was I want to say was the first power I ever played with. When I first played the game, I think fire was the first power I ever tried. Way back in 2011. So as you can see though, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. I mean, it's not nearly as power hungry, like I said, as Earth, so it's a decent all-around power. I mean, you got a lot of AoE damage, you got a lot of damage over time, so you can really get those ticks going as long as you, like I said, make sure you get all those stat points and skill points and augments and artifacts and whatever you can into might and power and health, and you should be good to go. So that's all I got for you today. So there you go. Pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty effective, I would say. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, guys, we'll see you soon.